And the GOP-led House actually passed a border security bill yesterday.
It would pump resources into technology, add more border patrol agents, and begin reconstruction of the border wall.
The bill would also impose more penalties for overstaying a visa and require employers to ensure immigrants are eligible to work in the U.S.
It would also restrict what qualifies as a valid asylum claim. President Biden has vowed to veto the bill. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer says it's dead on arrival.
And now that Title 42 has ended, we ask, how will it impact the locals in the area? Joining us now is Javier Palomarez, founder and CEO of U.S. Hispanic Business Council. Javier, good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning, Tiffany. How are you?
And with Title 42 now ended and the expected flood of illegal immigrants, how will that impact local small businesses and communities?
Well, certainly, I've been calling for Title 42 to remain in place. I'm shocked that they would allow it to expire. The local systems, whether that be the educational system, the judicial system, the legal system, the medical system, and certainly local businesses are impacted in a variety of ways. The strain is unsurmountable. I've spent a lot of time talking to business owners, educators, even elected officials from the border. And the story's the same. The systems are beyond maximum capacity, and the impacts are significant. Now, from a business perspective, it is important to know that America relies on immigrant labor for a variety of industries: construction, agriculture, hospitality, manufacturing. In manufacturing alone, manufacturing is about a $3 trillion industry in America, and some 45% of the people who work in manufacturing are actually immigrants. So the impact of the situation that we have right now, where everything is kind of at a sudden stop, and we can't process the legal individuals we need to get them into the workforce in agriculture, in manufacturing, that has been an incredible strain. I like to say that now every state is a border state, because you're seeing the impact. We've got people complaining, housewives and families complaining about the cost of food, for example, the cost of vegetables. Well, this is a $300 billion industry in America, and 73% of the people who work in those industries that harvest those crops that ultimately end up on the American table, 73% of those people are immigrants. But we can't process them legally through the system right now, because everything's bogged down, because of the backlog. Title 42 was used over 2.5 million times. That means 2.5 million people were turned away. Imagine if we had not been able to use Title 42, we'd have 2.5 more million people sitting on the border right now. There's already millions there. And the time to process them has grown from what used to be a handful of months at best. Now it's, 4 years before they can get processed. So obviously, we need Congress to get busy. We need this administration to listen to fair-minded people that are courageous enough to come forward with potential solutions. John Cornyn from Texas, Henry Cuellar from Texas, Kristen Sinema from Arizona. They've all come up with ideas that will help alleviate the immediate crisis and somehow allow us to continue to function with some kind of normality. But right now, it's a difficult time in America, and I think our Congress really needs to listen to the American people, certainly listen to American business, and get busy and find a workable solution.
Javier, as you mentioned, it sounds like every state is a border state. And Javier, thank you so much for your time today.
Thanks for having me. Have a good one.